Hey, it's Buono. Today I want to talk about something a little personal. How I completely changed careers at 40 and ended up working in IT. So right now, I work as an IT systems engineer at an AI startup. But before that, I spent more than 15 years working as a hardware engineer in manufacturing. For the first 10 years, I was at a precision equipment company doing circuit design and noise evaluation. After that, I got caught up in the AV wave and moved to an automaker. And now I'm in a totally different world, IT. So yeah, it was a pretty wild pivot. But honestly, it made sense at the time, and I still think it was the right decision for me. So why did I make that switch? One big reason was COVID-19. Being a hardware engineer during COVID was very tough. Hardware work usually requires you to be physically there. You can't really do circuit design properly from your couch. So, while a lot of people were switching to remote work, I was still commuting to the office every day. And with a family at home and all the anxiety around infection at the time, that stress felt very real. Another huge turning point was parental leave. I took a full year off. I had time, and I had financial stability, and I had almost no social connection. And to be honest, I completely lost motivation going down. That experience made me realize something important about myself. I need to feel like I'm contributing to something. I need to be deeply engaged in a problem. Without that, I just drift. And that's when I started seriously thinking about what I wanted to do next. But of course, there was one obvious problem. I was 40 at the time. Let's be honest, IT is often seen as a young person's field. At least that's the image a lot of people have. So, try to enter that industry at 40 with basically zero professional IT experience felt kind of insane. But the desire to do it was stronger than the fear. So, I just started moving. I talked to a lot of companies, mostly startups and venture stage companies. Most of those conversations didn't go anywhere. But one company looked at my background and saw something valuable. Their perspective was basically, you already have deep engineering experience in hardware, why not bring that way of thinking into IT? That idea changed everything for me, because at that point, I stopped seeing myself as someone starting from zero. Instead, I started seeing myself as someone bringing 15 years of engineering thinking into a new field. And that shift in mindset is what helped me get in. So, what actually made it work? First, just start moving. You do not need to have everything figured out before you begin. I definitely didn't. When I started, my IT skills were honestly very limited. But I kept showing up. I stayed up curious, and I kept learning. I really think overthinking stops more career changes than lack of skill ever does. The second thing is, put yourself out there. This was a big one. Before I changed careers, I had already been sharing my projects and ideas on YouTube and social media. Nothing huge. I was just posting what I was working on and what I was learning. But it turning out that people noticed. In interviews, companies would actually mention my content. And that helped build trust before I even walked into the room. So, if you are thinking about changing careers, I really believe this matters. Start sharing what you are learning now, not later, just now. because that kind of visibility compounds in ways you really don't expect. So I guess the biggest takeaway is this. Changing careers at 40 is not easy. I'm not going to pretend it is. But it is absolutely possible if you are willing to start before you feel ready and figure things out as you go. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start talking to people, start running in public, start building momentum. Opportunities can find you, but usually only after you are already moving. So, if you are going through something similar right now, I hope this helped even a little. We are all figuring it out. Catch you later. Thank you. Bye bye.